Hello, I'm Annemarie. I have a YouTube channel called My Over 50 Fashion Life, and I primarily do videos on fashion and makeup and basic skincare for the over 50 woman. And today I'm at Look Fabulous Forever, where I'm trying out their makeup and coming up with a summer look for you. So to start off, having put moisturiser on, this is a naked face, my naked satin face, ladies. Primer, little squirt primer, and I'm going to reach my trusty mirror here and smooth that on. So because we're going for a summer look, instead of using foundation, I'm going to use the Beauty Balm that Look Fabulous Forever have. Now, I'm going for shade 0.5, and this is the Light Look Beauty Balm. So we're going to see how this goes. But being a balm, which is a sort of a tinted moisturiser, it's not going to give a heavy coverage. That's my aim. It might look orange. It shouldn't. It should blend out, but that is how it comes out. Very, very orange. So I'm just going to use a little bit and put this very carefully on my face and see how it looks. Strategic points around the face and then blend in. It is very moisturising. It is as a balm would be. Quite a liquid balm, not a heavy balm. And it's just very, very light coating. Right, I'm going to just put a dab of concealer on underneath my eye, and this is shade 01. Using concealer brush. I do think if I'm using concealer, I will only ever use a concealer brush because it does tend to smooth out the concealer and make it less bulky and less sitting in lines. It's a creamy concealer. It's a bit of consistency. It's not one that's powdery, so we shouldn't get sitting in lines, wrinkle effect. Now, concealer can exaggerate lines. This doesn't. This is actually just covering up my dark area. I'm just doing the other eye. Dabbing it on and pressing in. Now, ladies, as you know, as we get older, our lipstick can tend to feather out into our fine lines that we've acquired over our years of experience. And so a lip primer is a useful tool against that feathering. So this is Never Feather Lip Primer. I'm putting it on now so as we can actually allow this to dry before I put my lipstick on. And this has a sort of a silicone primer feel to it on the lips, moisturising. I'm not going to use powder, and this is translucent powder, but look, I love that Look Fabulous Forever, the letters on that, printed on the powder brush. I'm just going to put dusting on. So that's just enough really to absorb any of the moisture and grease that's on your face from using the primer, using the balm. Eyelid primer on now because as you can see, I've got quite a lot of discoloration around my lids, yellow and browny colour. So I like to even that out first before I put eyeshadow on. So tiny, tiny, tiny. Even might look too much. Smooth out the skin tone, so that I've got a nice neutral base before I put my eyeshadow on. Eyeshadow time, and I'm going for a grey palette. Now, I normally wear browns, and with the opportunity to try out grey, I am doing that. So I'm going to give the lighter shade over my whole area and then put a mid shade into the crease. Very blendable. I like the eyeshadows because they feel not too powdery. They're not cream, they're not powder. They sort of seem to be the formulations seem to be somewhere in the middle towards the powder end, but because of that, they actually apply really nicely without too much fallout and with a smooth application. So taking now the mid shade, I'm going to use that into the crease, slightly outside as well. And I'm just dabbing it on. This is a formulation in which I can just dab without brushing, which is better for our eyes, isn't it? Because we're not pulling it on. I'm going to use a navy eyeliner. And what I have found is that navy is an eyeliner colour that historically, regardless of the brand, hasn't really sat very well on my eyes. It tends to smudge. But I found that this formula from Look Fabulous Forever does stay on the eye. And making sure I'm only doing half eye because you don't do your full lower lid. Then one of the things you can do, especially in the summer while it's it's a little bit humid, is to set that eyeliner with some powder. So I'm going to use the dark shade in the palette here and just dab that top of the eyeliner, gives it a bit more depth, and the powder in a way sets that pencil line. All right. Now this eye tight line, I feel naked, so I will be putting some eyeliner on my lid as well, but underneath is a tight line. And there, I feel like I've got makeup on now. Right, let's just curl the lashes. And that is freezing. Don't just hold them down. It's a nice eyeliner to curl. It's nice and solid. Feel better already. And then for the black mascara, I will apply. This is Lithe Lash Mascara in black. I'm going to make a satisfying pop. It does separate the lashes nicely. One done. See the difference? Wonderful. Now I'm going to apply blush, and this is Rosy Glow, and it's a sort of creamy powder formula, which I love. And so it is quite buildable for that reason. So I'm going to put it on with my fingers and plenty on up here because it's quite buildable because it's very light. It's a very light formulation. So I've got that applied. Now with a brush, I can actually just refine it. So it's in my big mirror, so I can see myself just blend it out. Now we're going to apply bronzer. So there we go. Bronzer brush, big brush, so I can actually get a soft application. Just tap it in, get some coverage, tap it out, get my mirror, and I'm going to do that 3. And I better do the other side, otherwise I won't be matching. Right, we're just going to do lips. And so it's a lip liner. I'm just going to apply, and it's these sort of lip liners that liners I like. They're just wind up. So Roseberry lip liner, very gentle, no dragging. Would look nice on its own. Actually, you don't need lipstick on top, but we are going to put lipstick on top. And the lipstick I'm trying out is a new one called True Rose. This is it swatched onto my hand. They're both of them are True Rose actually. There, hand. I hope you enjoyed this video of this natural summer makeup look. Do remember to like and subscribe to Look Fabulous Forever to get more makeup look videos. And also check out my channel. It's listed in the description box, My Over 50 Fashion Life. And remember to subscribe to me as well.